Big tech is a term used to describe the most prolific and prosperous tech companies in today's marketplace. The 5 biggest tech companies consist of Apple, Amazon, Alphabet, also known as Google, Meta, previously known as Facebook, and Microsoft. These companies have a combined valuation of approximately $8 trillion. This makes up around 23% of the S&P 500's entire market cap.
The big tech companies have gained huge attention over the years for their methods of mass collecting data. More and more people are starting to question why they're taking our data, how they're taking it, and is there anything any individual can do about this? Today we're going to talk a little bit more about how exactly they do take your data and why it's such an important resource to them today. Big tech offer their services to millions of users around the world. Through offering their services, they are able to collect, analyse and control the data that they receive. With this data, they can then control what the user does on their platforms or services. This could be the way that they engage with their platform, keeping them on it for longer, making the platform more convenient for the user, or enticing the users to spend more money on the platform. Data helps all businesses from small, medium to large corporate enterprises as it builds clarity around their target audience. The advertisement industry has seen a boom in recent years, with companies such as Meta, formerly known as Facebook, as they are able to collect massive amounts of data from their users, and then they can sell that data to businesses to help their businesses grow and prosper within their industry.
The data-driven business models behind big tech means that they treat data as a form of capital that needs to be accumulated. The main way big tech compel you to hand over your data is through their online services. They offer most of these online services for free. They are free in the sense you don't pay for these using currency, you pay for these by allowing companies to access and use your data. A great example of this is how Alphabet use their various online services and products to collect data and build a profile about you. 3 of their most popular products are Google Chrome, Google Maps and YouTube. Google Chrome is the world's most popular internet browser. It allows Alphabet to trace your internet activity so they know what websites you've been on and what you do on those websites. Google Maps is the most used mobile maps application, and through this Alphabet are able to track your location. They'll be able to find out things such as where you like to eat, where you like to shop, where you work, and where your friends and families live. YouTube is one of the most popular streaming services. It has over 2 billion users worldwide. Through this, Alphabet are able to collect data such as what entertains you, who your favourite celebrities are, what are your political views, and what kind of music you listen to. These are just a few examples of Alphabet's 251 online services and products that all collect data on you in one way or another. Most of Alphabet's online services are free to use. However, to the tech giant Alphabet, these are extremely valuable.
A great example of how a company uses data for the benefit of the user is Netflix. With over 200 million subscribers, they are definitely a huge tech company, and since the pandemic started have definitely grown into more of a household name. Netflix use data and data science to build out the highly successful recommendation algorithm. Over 80% of TV shows that have been watched on Netflix have been recommended through this recommendation system. Therefore, Netflix play a huge role in the type of content you consume. Each time someone is watching Netflix, their data is being extracted based on viewing habits. Whether you binge watch a TV series in less than a week, whether you start a movie and turn it off 15 minutes in, or what you tend to watch in the morning may differ to what you watch in the evening. This data is then turned into customer profiles, and Netflix uses customer profiles to put you into a niche. Then Netflix are able to specifically recommend you the perfect material to watch. Netflix also use your data to their advantage to create their own material. These are called Netflix Originals, and they include some of the most popular TV shows on Netflix, such as Orange is the New Black, Stranger Things, and their most watched series of all time, Squid Game. Something you can look out for next time you are browsing on Netflix is how they use data for the marketing of their material. They have tailored the thumbnails of the majority of their content to suit you based on your interests. Netflix create numerous thumbnails before releasing the show that all give off a slightly different perspective of what the show will be about based on the thumbnail you're shown. These will be tailored to you based on your viewing habits, what you watch the most and what you tend to watch the least. With Stranger Things, some of the different styles are sci-fi, spooky, quirky, or even 80s themed. All of these subgenres are included in the collection of thumbnails for the show, and they use them as a way to attract different niches to view the same show. Another example we have here is Riverdale, and a good side-by-side comparison between a romance thumbnail or a thriller.
In July 2020, Jeff Bezos had an antitrust hearing in front of Congress. Amazon has been accused of using data from popular sellers on their platform to launch similar products at lower prices. This means smaller sellers were unable to compete with Amazon. Amazon and Bezos have denied these claims, but there is still a lot of speculation around Amazon using their platform to mine seller data and to compete with them using Amazon labeled products. The accused business practices carried out by Amazon are great for their profit margins and accumulation of user data. Amazon are able to create products such as Fire TV, smart speakers and e-readers at much cheaper prices than their competitors. This gives Amazon the stronghold on these products. Due to the competitive pricing of Amazon products, it has made these devices the most popular in their category. This gives Amazon the advantage on acquiring user data. The more users they have using their devices, the more data they can acquire. Big data does not only benefit Amazon with the promotion of their Amazon labeled products, but also with their supply chain efficiency. One of Amazon's key objectives is to fulfill orders quickly and cheaply. They do this by connecting with manufacturers' inventory data. When a customer places an order on Amazon, Amazon's algorithm will use the customer data alongside the manufacturer's data to locate the closest warehouse to the customer. This then reduces the cost of delivery and the time it takes for the customer to receive their order. The biggest things people hate about online shopping are delivery costs and delivery times. Amazon use their data to ensure the customer has the best possible experience with them. This makes sure the customer returns to Amazon and uses their services again and again and again. This is what has made Amazon the biggest e-commerce platform in the world today.
Back in 2018, there was an employee from the company Cambridge Analytica called Christopher Wiley. He blew the whistle on the company, and it knocked more than $100 billion off Facebook's market capitalization in just days. During the course of this investigation, Facebook had admitted to mishandling data from over 50 million users, which had been obtained by the political data analytics firm Cambridge Analytica. Christopher Wiley blew the whistle on the company by exposing the way they used Facebook to extract data in an unethical way. And this was using a personality quiz called This Is Your Digital Life. Now the problem with this quiz was, on the face, it was very misleading, because it was a quiz as a bit of fun, a bit of a laugh to work out what type of personality you have, whereas they were extracting the data behind the scenes to push you towards political biases. Not only does it take your data from doing the quiz, but it also took the data from your friends on your friends list. I'm just going to quote Christopher Wiley from an interview. "We exploited Facebook to harvest millions of people's profiles and built models to exploit what we knew about them and to target their inner demons."
In this day and age, it's almost impossible to live your life without your data being mined by big tech. Their services are so ingrained in our everyday lives that it would mean taking extreme measures, such as shutting off from the internet. Without taking such extreme measures, there are ways you can minimise it. One way you can minimise this, and something I recommend everybody does, is have some time out. Don't use your social media apps as often. Find a hobby away from your computer or your smartphone. Go and shop in a real store. These are things you can do outside of technology where big tech have little influence. But for the times when you are using tech, there are certain measures you can take. You can download a VPN for your smartphone and laptop. You can try using a private web browser such as Brave. You can replace your go-to search engine with a search engine like DuckDuckGo that emphasizes protecting searchers' privacy.